This is Moe Murphy from ClarkeCountySports.com. We're here at the Wilbur M. Feltner Stadium in Berryville, Virginia, for tonight's ClarkeCountySports.com Game of the Week, Playoff Edition. Tonight, the 9-1 Clarke County Eagles come in with the number 1 seed in the Region B tournament. They'll be hosting the number 8 seed, the Strasburg Rams. Of course, as you know, the Eagles just went down to Strasburg a few weeks ago and knocked out the Rams in a game of the week. The winner of this game, if it's Clarke, will play here next week, depending on who wins in the other games. They'll host all the way through the Region B playoffs, so as long as they're alive, we'll be playing here. So we'll have all the highlights, interviews, and more on this special playoff edition of the ClarkeCountySports.com Game of the Week. This Moe Murphy from Clarke County Sports. We're at the half. Clarke County leads Strasburg 28-6. 2 touchdowns by Peyton Rutherford, 2 touchdowns by Kyle Baylor. Strasburg scored on their first drive of the game. Had been held in check ever since. Very cold out here, very slippery field. But we'll be back with the second half. It's 28-6 in favor of Clarke over Strasburg. Watching the ClarkeCountySports.com game of the week. We're here with Colby Childs after the big first-round playoff win tonight against Strasburg. Colby had a pretty good night. Can you just talk a little bit about the game?
We came out, played hard. We knew the weather was going to be bad, but everybody stepped it up, and we succeeded.
And speaking about the weather, this is the first real cold night we've had this year. How'd that affect you?
It didn't really affect me, but I knew it affected a lot of other people. But we overcame that, and we played hard. And
I thought you were gone there. Did the guy catch you, or did you just trip? I couldn't tell.
I fell.
Okay. I know he was gaining ground on you, so I thought he might have gotten pushed you or something. Can you just talk a little bit about next week? I know we don't know who we're playing yet, be East Rockingham or Luray. What do you know about those guys? You know much about them?
I know they're going to be tough teams to play. We just have to come out like we did today and win. So everybody needs to do what they have to do. We have to execute, and we should be good.
All right, well, you heard that from the Eagles quarterback, Colby Childs. He threw the ball well tonight and had some good runs. We'll be back next week for round 2. It's Moe Murphy from Clarke County Sports. Thanks a lot. We're here with Pete McLean. He had a big night tonight on the line on both sides. Can you just talk a little bit about the game?
Yeah, well, when we first came out, we made some mistakes, but we corrected them fast, and we came back and punched them right in the mouth.
How was it playing out here in this cold tonight? It's the first real slippery field we've had this year.
Yeah, well, I was slipping a lot, and I know a lot of the other players were, but I think we kept our feet all right. We adjusted.
And I know it's got to feel good when you get to see all the guys get in and get some playing time, and
yes,
the second team got some scores. That felt good.
Yes, sir.
And how you feel about next week? You just got to wait, I guess, to see who you play.
Yeah, I feel pretty good about it. Hopefully have a good week of practice and learn a little bit more about the team we're playing, and hopefully come out and execute, get another win.
All right, we heard that from Pete McLean. He had a big night tonight helping to pace the Eagles defense. We'll see y'all back here next week. This is Moe Murphy from Clarke County Sports. Thanks a lot, Pete.
Thank you.
We're here with Eagles coach Chris Parker after the big first-round win. Coach, just talk a little bit about the game.
Oh, I thought it was a great game. You know, our guys were ready to play. I think the game started with them scoring first. It sort of got our attention. But we knew that, throughout the years, Strasburg has always given us a tough game. It's always been a dogfight, a lot of rivalry, over the years. And I didn't expect anything less. We responded, and I thought we had some big plays today on both sides of the ball.
And had to be a little different tonight with the weather conditions. It's the first game we've played all year where it's been cold.
Yes, and I think our kids adapted to it pretty well. We had sideline parkas on the sideline for some of our guys when they needed it, and I don't think that I think the slickness of the field probably affect us more than the cold, but I'd rather have it warmer.
And another big night for Peyton. He got out of here. I didn't get to talk to him, but I'm sure he's over 2,000 by now.
Oh, yeah. He came in, I think, at 1899, so he definitely is over 2,000.
And we just heard that we're going to be playing Luray next week. It's a team we used to play back in the day.
Yes.
How you feel about that one?
Well, haven't seen a lot of them on film. I've heard they're very good. They have some size, some skilled big athletes in the backfield. And we're going to get back to work this weekend, and I see a lot of them this week.
All right, well, you heard that from the Eagles head coach Chris Parker after the big win over Strasburg tonight. We'll be back next week against Luray. This is Moe Murphy from Clarke County Sports.
Thanks, Mo. Appreciate it.